Hello again, everyone. Well, I'm back in the bus. I just got home from dropping my son off at a birthday party. And I'm getting the bus ready for a spring break camping trip. And I was pondering some ideas about belief today. And I just wanted to touch base. The thing I think I'm going to like about this channel is that I can just upload random thoughts. You know, my other channel, my main channel, I'm really going to try to keep to, kind of structured videos, at least to an extent, where I take notes and kind of have an idea of what I'm going to talk about. This is just going to be more of my rambling thoughts. So, you know, that's what philosophy is to me. It's just a bunch of rambling thoughts tied together. So, I'm fascinated with the reasons why people believe what we believe, but also because I've moved past the idea that religion is bad or that, you know, people are idiots if they have ridiculous beliefs, and more into the realm of trying to understand it, because we all want to believe. And it's funny, you know, that patch, actually, one of my subscribers sent me recently, the I Want to Believe patch from the X-Files, you know. That's kind of along the lines of everything. I mean, I would love to believe in Bigfoot, but the types of claims that are made about, look what I found on a trail cam, and it's some obscure, blurry photo of some bushes, I can't take most of the people seriously. So I end up with, like, well, lingering doubts in my mind. But more than that, to me, it's not about whether these things are true anymore or not. I wouldn't be surprised if Sasquatch existed or if aliens existed. So I've kind of let go of really caring about whether or not these things exist. And rather, I'm trying to understand the psychology of why people believe and want to believe in things. Everything from ghosts to psychics to religion. And the funny thing is, there was a study done that said people who are religious tend to have less belief in things like psychics and, you know, previous lives and such, which would be expected. But that's because they already have something to believe, a structure. So what it shows is that people generally want something to grasp onto, something to help them understand the world around them, because it's complicated and we want answers. So the fascinating part about it to me is that we seem pre-programmed to seek out these mysteries in life, if you will. Now, a lot of people have opted out, so to speak. In other words, things are just too deep for them, and they don't want to go into that side of things. They don't even want to talk about it. People can become extreme atheists, or almost like sportsman type atheists, where it's just a constant battle, you know, trying to win an argument, instead of just saying, well, none of us know. It's not really about the argument, because you can't prove God exists or doesn't exist. You can't prove ghosts exist or don't exist. You can't prove anything or disprove it to the satisfaction of all people. So that leaves us in a conundrum. What do we do? People will believe what they want to. So rather than trying to disprove or prove our theories, how about we try to understand, A, whether they're dangerous thoughts or not, because if what we believe is harmful to others, then, you know, like many religions have been, or like, interestingly enough, the Jehovah's Witness showed up this morning at my door to give me the Jesus' birthday pamphlet. And really nice guy, talked about the bus and stuff. And, you know, I have nothing against people who believe whatever they choose to believe. It's just when it's impressed upon me, it makes me wonder, why is this person so insecure in what they believe that they have to convince me of it? Because I've looked down many roads and never seen any solid answers in any book, and that includes the Holy Book. And yes, I have the Bible, and I have a commentary on the Bible, and a variety of different biblical texts and other religious texts, and I find them fascinating, but none of them really answer the bigger question of, what do I do with this? You know, how do I utilize this in my life? Okay, so great, there's some big deeper mystery to life, and there's a Godhead, and all of this, it doesn't matter. How do I utilize that in this life? And many humans have come up with theories, but, you know, none satisfactory. But a vast majority of people believe in something that can't be proven, one thing or another. And I think that that's okay, because I think that that's natural. So it's kind of a realm of study that I'm going to go down, is the philosophy of mind, but the philosophy of belief, I guess, and the idea of whether or not are we better off with, because you could call them delusions, rather than beliefs. If it's something that's not true, that we can't prove, even if a whole lot of other people believe it, that doesn't mean a damn thing. In other words, if you believe in ghosts and you've never seen one yourself, then, you may be deluded in believing it, or you may not be, depending on whether ghosts exist. And I'm not here to argue that, because the type of vitriolic, hatred and spewing crap that people have when they're trying to prove or disprove their theories shows me that I don't want to be part of that, because people really latch on to what they want to believe. So maybe we could approach it from a different angle, all of us, instead of looking at things as proving people wrong, rather kind of poke fun at the idea. I think that just popped into my mind is South Park. South Park is, to me, one of the best television shows ever created, ever. I mean, by far. There are so many stories that tell the hero's journey, or tell the story of humanity, or our history, or our potential futures. But South Park tells the story of the present issues that we are worried about, and these petty little things that we grovel about that aren't really big issues. And they do it in a way where they can show both sides of the coin and say, hey, life is complicated. Now, a person may not see it that way. Anybody who doesn't watch South Park regularly may just take it as just a hateful cartoon with a lot of cuss words, but that's, it misses the point completely. These little messages about who we are in our current world, they resonate with the larger picture of who we are. But being able to poke fun at kind of our belief systems and how extreme we are in defending them, there's a South Park episode for everything, but the religious aspect of it is pretty right on the nose. So anyhow, that's just my ramble. Yeah, I guess I better head out to pick up the kid now, and it's getting kind of hot in here, so I'll talk to y'all later.